In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, B ups on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's a love in the air for the game and the grind, for the players who hustle, leaving it all behind. Through the sweat and the tears, the blood and the fight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing tonight? Thursday night. Hey, I haven't seen Thursday night going on 2 weeks. I thought I was gonna miss a night. I started to get that overtime, but I said, nah, I'll let that go this week. But anyway, hey, it's good to be back. Talk it up with the fellas. Greg said it out of the ATL and JR Boxing out of the North Carolina State. Hey, hope y'all had a good day. Do my favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And share this video if you don't mind. Also, go over there to my YouTube page and do me a favor. Check out some of the videos that I did in the past and some of the shorts that I have uploaded. I uploaded one today at lunchtime also. Check it out. You enjoy it. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, once again, this broadcast is brought to you by Whitaker Building Supply, one of my closest friends for a while now. I want to thank them for everything they do for Sports Talk with B. Watts. For more information, it's strolling at the bottom of the screen. You're in Georgia, especially Jackson, Georgia. Uh, you need in the windows, you need in the roofing, sheetrock, nails, anything to do with construction. Get on the car. I promise you, they will take care of your needs. That's Wayne Whitaker, 770-755-2086. Appreciate it. All right. Let's bring the fellas up and we finna get into this thing, all right? What's going on? What's going on?
B Watts, what's happening? Greg, wake up, man. What's up?
Greg ain't sleeping. Let's fix this thing. This ain't the setting I want. Let's see how I do this layout.
Nah, ain't nothing happening, man. Everybody day good?
Yeah, everything good on my end, man. I started to get that overtime today. I said, nah.
Oh man, make that money, man.
Nah. Hey, June the 1st is over anyway. So hey. It's over. Full-time YouTuber.
I feel that. That's the same.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, guys, let's get into the show. I ain't gonna hold y'all long tonight. I hope not, unless y'all, used to do y'all thing. But I don't know if y'all check out the well out today and everything. Coach Prime brought Denzel Washington in to speak to the team. And a couple things that I got from the video was, let's see, do I have a video to share with them?
I had something to say before you get too far gone, because I haven't had a chance to talk to y'all in so long. So before you get into this Denzel, I was watching another show a few days ago, and we had this great debate somewhere around a couple weeks ago, about a young man out of high school in the state of Texas and how he was going to have the red shirt, and I hear he's showing out, just like I said. I'm hearing they saying he's showing that eliteness. His name started with a G. His last name started with a G. He was like National High School Player of the Year. I just want to bring that up. I was like, that word on the street. He lighting it up out there already. They say he lighting it up. They say he on a whole nother gear. I just wanted to throw that out there. You go ahead.
All right. So when we get through with the Denzel, it's the second thing on my list. And you ain't gonna like it, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I got the inside scoop too there.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought it up. I was sure gonna bring mine up.
I just saying what I heard.
Let's get this Denzel there. I don't go by nobody. I'm going on the inside.
Inside.
I think it's just a belief in knowing that anything you want to do in life.
Wrong, great, don't throw them thing out, man.
Denzel fan? Best actor ever, right? Ever. I don't want to see no more of the Titans. Let me put on this next tape. How you doing, sir?
Yes, sir.
You in front of the whole team sees you. Hey, this is I can't, he's not old enough to be my father, but I love him to life. He's the greatest actor ever.
What does your focus keep your mind going to the next movie or to be the best when everybody's already giving you the praise you got so far?
Here's something else for you. When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
Yes, sir.
That's the part I want to get in now. All right, JR. Got Denzel. Denzel also said a couple things. I want to put on that too. If you pray and ask for rain, be prepared for the mud too. They praise you on Tuesday, but they'll turn their back on you on Wednesday. When you listen to that message, JR, I think you were talking about you. But when you look at it, JR, Coach Prime bringing them heavyweights in there, man. What you think about Denzel message to the team?
That was pretty cool, man. I didn't catch it. I have to go back and look at my YouTube. But yeah, I didn't catch it. But I think that's pretty cool, man. To bring somebody of Denzel's stature. I'm pretty sure, just based off of that small clip you just played, I'm pretty sure that he probably spoke some very powerful words to those young men as far as his character and his experience in life. So, and then even that last thing you said, praying for rain, but you got to deal with the mud. Like, man, that's deep right there. So
real deep.
I'm gonna have to go back and catch it, man. But that's pretty awesome, man. But that that is that's Coach Prime for you, man. That's Coach Prime.
You check it out. You get a chance to watch it, Greg.
Well, yeah, I seen it, a little bit ago before the show. I think that's probably the best one yet. Denzel said he's 70 years old.
Right.
Coach Prime say what he bought, what, 56?
58.
He 58.
Yeah.
So you look at Denzel 70, he been around.
Right.
And he talked about his journey. I'm not gonna get into it, let JR look at, but he talked about his journey and all that. I know he's been saying lately he's wanted to preach and stuff like that, but what he was talking about was just the purpose component. He talked about purpose in and out, really just be bigger than football, which I always talk about, bigger than football.
Right.
And because you look at a room full of guys, everybody ain't going to the NFL. Everybody not starting. Everybody don't have the same role. But he did a good job of showing that everybody has value on the team and in life in general. And he asked about what they want to do outside of football, their careers, their majors. He asked about that in the beginning. But I think the message was that the mindset thing. They again, you hear about mindset when you look at Coach Swayze, you look at Denzel. They really, because that was their weakness to me last year. Because how do you play so well and then play so bad? How do you go do what you did at Kansas when you had everything on the ropes? You got to think about, how do you show up and do that? How do you go up there into Nebraska and do that? Like, you're better than that. That's mindset. So I think the biggest thing that's going to be the difference in this team this year, and they're going to blame it on a lot of different things. They're going to talk about Shador gone, no more daddy ball, because they're going to be a better team.
Mm-hmm.
Tap said the other day on Need to Show that, it's a better team. I think we are not as that. It's a more well-rounded team. And that's what's suspected out of the third year. You built the little piece the first year, you build it the second year, and you getting better quality players, but you're a more complete team. So, then the next step is going to be them learning to play together and making the mindset shift, not getting all those penalties, not being inconsistent, not starting slow, and all that mental stuff that we talked about all last year. So it's good to see that they are attacking that.
Yeah. A lot of things they taking on too. I mean, they got the same going on, boy. They look like they finna come down hard off the field stuff. About discipline, not just on the field, but off the field. All the coaches saying that now. Everybody's saying. I heard Neely was talking about that. But anyway, let's move forward. Like I said, I think Denzel had a good message. I got the longer version, but I didn't want to play that longer version. But I think it was a good message. Some of that stuff he said it now, I said, dog, boy, I didn't know he went through all that.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna have to go back and watch it tonight.
I said, no, I don't know.
Missed out, man.
I think even Coach Prime got quiet, boy. I said, I would have told my team that. Shoot. But anyway, before we want to talk about what Greg want to talk about, Marshall Faulk in the presser. I think it was. Yeah, it was today. I don't know if y'all saw that either. He said, this Reddit JR room right here. Marshall Faulk said, they asked him about the running the ball, right? About the running game. And he said, well, when you got Shador and Trav, two best players in college football, it's just hard to somewhat. He didn't want to go out and say what he really wanted to say. He gave his version.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. You saw that, you know that too. But he did understand things. But this year, it's gonna be better. And he also said, if you don't win the line of scrimmage, it ain't gonna matter what kind of quarterback you got, running back, wide receiver. It just don't matter if you can't win on a line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna be able to win, no matter what. So, what he really want to say, nah, I gotta chill out tonight. I ain't gonna chill out. So did y'all see it?
Blame it on me.
You cut the overtime to get on the tubes tonight.
I mean, hey, Marshall Faulk ain't playing, man. This dude ain't playing, man. He really ain't playing. And yeah, he had too many penalties. So what y'all think about Marshall Faulk? I don't know if y'all saw it today.
To me, I think it's pretty spot on of what we've been communicating over the offseason as far as the strength of the team of last year. Obviously, you had two outstanding players in Shador and then a Heisman Trophy winner in Travis Hunter. So the usage rate when it came to passing, of course, as fans, we're looking like, God, dog, there's opportunity to run the ball. But when you got two special talents like that, obviously that's, it's there. Even Pat Shermer said it, I want to say it was the other day or in his presser, as far as the opportunities was there with the run pass option, but the read was made either way to, kind of do it. So even Pat Shermer was he kind of walked out there. Pat Shermer kind of walked out there a little bit, but then he didn't go all the way out there as well. But what that tells me.
Hold on. But I heard I hate calling name on the show. Uncle Dilly went in on the boy. I said, no, Dilly, you said that. Dilly said, you know the coach was thinking. Come on, y'all. Let's be human. He was thinking about it. Pat Sherman. He thought it's human nature. But he know the consequences if he says something to do it. Coach Pride. I said, no. But anyway, go ahead, JR.
But yeah, so like I said, Sherman said his part, and then you get Marshall Faulk come out and say what he said today. So at least it's being communicated in that coaching room to say, hey, there's going to be a effort to run the ball. To me, come hell or high water type of situation with Marshall Faulk there and his presence in that coaching staff. It's interesting to me to see how much of a topic of a conversation it is now. And then when Marshall's saying, it don't matter what you could have did last year if the offensive line play, wasn't up to par. And that's that's a big thing for us. I mean, we talk about it a lot. I mean, we even talked about it this past Tuesday as far as that being one of the spots concerns with one of the rooms. We concerned with the offensive line. We want to know what it's going to look like, kind of thing. But yeah, it seemed like the topic of the conversation is running the ball. It revolved around running the ball. I've already leaned forward and said there's going to be a 1,000-yard running back. That's just me, though. Look, hey, Greg, look.
They gonna run it in practice. They gonna run it in the spring. They gonna do all that for y'all. They gonna showcase for y'all, satisfy y'all. But when that kickoff comes, oh, you know what it is. Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, man.
All right. I'm gonna talk about this. I know.
I think that they pretty much made it clear they're gonna run the ball, and I think they also pretty much made it clear that they felt like Shador was, turning. I mean, I think that's gonna become a reoccurring thing. So I think at the end of the day, we're gonna see how it goes. Because they do well, they're gonna blame it on Shador, about with the RPO situation. And so I see that tone that he said, yeah, well, Shador was great pass. He cleaned it up. And then they was like, well, he could have maybe, did a little more. And so that's their blame on the running game. They blame it, But I also you can't deny the fact they're gonna have better tight end play.
They need that line, Greg. They have a better line.
Huh?
They don't have a better line. They couldn't run that ball because their line
already established. And the running backs actually been in the weight room. They already look different. They already
they got number 7 back there instead of that number. Yeah.
Augusta been in the weight room. The arms big. Like you say, you can't have them little arms. I talk about them little arms. You got better get somebody off for you. The other running backs in the conference ain't got no little arms. Now I just want to.
Let me ask y'all this. Look, Buck just put it down, right? How many plays in the game, Greg? You don't play college ball. How many plays in the game? Average.
You talking about what, offense?
Yeah.
Oh no, man.
All right, let's say 100 plays.
I say between 70. I say between 60 and 70.
Yeah.
60 and 70 plays in the game.
Yeah.
All right. Out of 70 plays, how many gonna be running, JR? And then Greg? What you would like?
Out of 70 plays, I'm gonna say at least a good.
Not the quarter. Oh, you want to add the quarterback in there?
Yeah, because that's gonna be a part of it.
Oh yeah, we.
And it's also he's a dual threat type runner. So I'm gonna say out of potentially 70 plays, there'll be about 25 to 30, something like that.
25 to 30 runs out of 70 plays.
Yeah, I was gonna say 30.
You gonna say 32, Greg? Well, that's a high number for me.
What?
30, yeah. Say out of 70 plays, you saying they're gonna run the ball 30 times, even with the quarterback too.
Yeah,
I got you. Okay. I get that. Now, hey, I don't know if y'all watched the video. I'm sure y'all did. Boy, that Juju slanging that thing, man. I know he young. Look at him. I know he young. I got to give the man his flop. I did a video early anyway, doing I think last month. because I seen his quick release. He got good feet work. He got a strong arm. He got a quick release. Even though it's in the 707 drill, 11 drill, the boy accurate, man. The dude accurate. You got to give it to him. And
Don't be
look like
surprised.
he looked like now. He looked like he been in that playbook too. But
Well, he gonna do that.
yeah, he's smart. Now I got to give him that. He's smart. I know he's young, but I just want to see him in a live scrimmage. Cause he looked like he's shorter. He looked like he had problems. What you call 6'7"? Chrysler, but his name Chrysler. The offensive line. Like Juju had a little problem looking over the line. So I don't. But one thing I saw too, he ain't little as I thought he was. It was big, man. So what y'all, when you saw Juju, what y'all thinking about?
Man, look, he got a live arm.
Yeah.
He got that ball got some zip on it. So I
It
mean
does.
that's good. That's the one good thing you want with a quarterback. You want a quarterback with a live arm. It remains to be seen as far as like all the other things, because you just said it. Like we want to see him in some live action in a collegiate, setting. But from what we know about Juju, quick release, he got some zip on the ball, arm is live, so that's good.
Yeah.
He's still growing, learning the playbook, getting his bearings as far as a college student, being away from home and things like that. So all of those things play a factor and stuff like that. But from the zip and the spin he put on that ball, he got a live arm, and that's good. That's how you go about getting that 4-star, at one point in time, a 5-star rating, by having talent like that, arm talent.
What you think of Juju, Greg?
I think at the end of the day, his history proves what type of player he is. I know we always talk about different levels, but I mean he's considered a prodigy. I mean, with this age and what he's doing, going to college so early, but he started playing so early. So it's like he said, there's nothing else he could really do at the high school level. I mean, he was born like at 13, 14 years old in the state championship. So he is considered a prodigy in Atlanta. But I think over time, I think people gonna be comparing him to Pat Mahomes. Everybody try to compare everybody to Pat Mahomes by how they look, like the boy in Nebraska and all that. He want to do a lookalike. But I think they're gonna be just his knowledge, his smoothness, size, his look, his ability to just make everything look effortless, and over time he really just, he's doing it now. Imagine what he's gonna be doing 3 years from now. So
Right.
it's gonna be a point where he's just gonna be just a problem, and it's gonna be like he's gonna be the Pat Mahomes or other college. So it's nothing to rush. Let him keep developing. Let him get in the weight room. If he gets some plays, he should get in. Certain games. Who knows? We want to keep all of them injury free and stuff like that. But you want 2 quality quarterbacks. Again, I said you want that to happen. You don't want your season to go down the drain because your quarterback couldn't play a couple games and nobody can step in and keep it going. You don't want to have no big gap between your first and second quarterback, because Shador was tough in there. He said he got in the weight room. He made it through this season. And people ain't going to take that many hits like he took.
Yeah, he sure.
Overlanding on the neck and
I
all
would
that.
want him to
Play, getting hit late. Like, there ain't too many people taking them kind of hits and not have to come out, a quarter or something like that. And if you're in a tight game, you can't afford the guy coming out the bench to come in and the game is going to stand still. So you need those guys. You need Juju. You need him. You need start whoever behind. Say, y'all try that sweet stuff. We loaded. And they got different skills. Ponder, whoever coming in. You're going to need all 3 of them guys, because you're going to need somebody to run a strong scout team. But you look what happened to Utah. How many quarterbacks they went through? They got some hoodoo going on. So that's been like the last 2 years. They got some weird stuff going on. But you can't afford to be at this level and only have 1 or 2 quarterbacks, because you don't know what can happen over a long season. Freak stuff happen. We lost how many receivers in one game against Kansas State?
shoot by 3.
So, it's like we lost more than that. I think we lost 4. We lost Travis. We lost Jimmy. We lost. Miller came out. Timmons went out. I mean, we lost at least 4 in that one game, and we still was in it. So because we had the depth, and how many of them didn't come back? Travis barely came back the next couple weeks. Jimmy was out pretty much most of the season. Miller still out pretty much, and so them guys, even though Kansas State was faking injuries, them boys came back in. So you gotta have that depth.
Yeah. But like I said, I like what I saw out of Juju. I just want to see him instead of in high school. But I like the direction they taking with the team, man. So just see how they keep developing. I really think they need I know Pat Sherman, offensive coordinator. I believe they need a quarterback coach. You got 5 different quarterbacks. I mean, what they had the other 3 off to the side. They put them out to the side, man. They weren't running with the 1s and 2s. They just put them out to the side. And, hey, y'all go there and work with the linebackers and work on that drill or something, man. I said, oh. So who gonna develop the rest of them? Ain't nobody got that to say. Ain't nobody got
The rest of who?
The quarterback. You got the other than Juju and K. Salton. They put them others over on the side, bro.
Well, I mean, they're gonna be running that scout team, but I'm saying like they gotta stay ready. They gotta stay, at the end of the day.
What I'm trying to ask, who gonna help them with the fundamentals? Deep work.
Well, that's the problem because you don't have a quarterback coach.
That's what I'm saying.
And you ain't got QB select running around there, so a select QB. So I don't know. I really wish Ponder had a left. I wish Ponder had as much as you want his depth piece, and you don't know what happened with Staub. I thought Staub should have been gone, and I think the best.
I don't want nobody to leave.
Well, I mean, I don't want them to leave at this point, but I think they should have been gone. And then you have some developmental pieces behind them. So young guys.
Yeah, like I said, I like Juju. I like the way he's going. I like the way see how it's gonna turn out. But that K. Salt, my dog, JR, he everything advertised to be. Everything. I know it hurt y'all feelings. Get out your feelings. K. Salt is a bad dude, bro. You put K. Salt on anything. Anything. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate.
B-Wise, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, okay. You look at K. Salter's stats from the last 2 years. Don't take away last year, but adding in with 2023. And you look at the rest of the quarterbacks that coming back this year. Ain't no comparison, big dog. He just ain't had the recognition those guys have at a Power 4 level. But if you just look at his play on the field, you heard what they said about K. Salter? Say, boy, nearly say he everything he advertised to be.
Now,
he said, I was there looking at it.
That I believe. I believe that he is everything he's advertised to be. I do believe that. I mean, we talking about a Power 4 talent at a G5 level. So I mean, he definitely playing above where he was recruited. He was recruited to go to Tennessee. As far as like, I'm not really into the high school stars and all of that stuff like that.
Oh, no,
but when he came out, he in the state of Texas, he was one of the top quarterbacks in the state of Texas in his class coming out with guys like Jalen Milroe and Shedeur Sanders and things like that, guys that are now moving on to the NFL. But he was above them. So I'm not saying that he's not going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy for CU this year. Heisman candidate. Oh, whoa. Let me see what he do.
Okay, name me 2. Name me list 2 that you know should be considered one.
Oh, put me on the spot. Let me.
I mean, you run your mouth by K. Salter now. You need it.
I didn't even say nothing bad about K. Salter. I just said, let me see what he gonna do at CU.
Just let me know right there. You don't know now. You just saying, yeah, I wouldn't go that far because he playing for Colorado.
Yeah,
That's all.
the talent is there. He got a strong arm. He can throw a good deep ball. Very athletic. Like, I don't deny the talent. The talent is there. Let me see what it looked like in Pat Shermer offense. Because you can be talented, but not get it done in a certain offense. So he get it done in Pat Shermer offense. I'm with you. Hey, he at the top. He should be at the top. But
you just kicking your can. That's all you know. You gonna come back and say this. That's how people do, man. Go ahead, Greg.
I mean, I think it's just he gonna have to do what Shador did at the end of the day. He gonna have to show that he's able to do it at this level. That's what Shador had to do when he left and came from Jackson State. He had to prove that he was able to do it. And I don't know how there's gonna be enough time unless he just come out booming to get into the Heisman race because he don't have another year like Shador had or Travis had to get warmed up. So I mean, he just got to come out and really do some crazy stuff. And if he had one of them like Jaden Daniels type years where he just running all over folks and passing all over folks, that'll be good for Colorado. That'd be good for him. That would get him in the talk. But the reason why he will never get that respect at Liberty because they just wasn't going to do that at the FCS level. They weren't going to allow that.
Right. That's what I said in my video. I said he had the same number as the dude that won the Heisman, but 500 yards off just rushing. I can understand that. But let's talk about Gibson. Gibson, Farrakhan, and Hodge was back there practicing with the punt returns, right? They look good, man. I can't lie. They look good. And at the wide receivers, JR, like I told you the other day when I was doing my live, you didn't tell me about Farrakhan as a wide receiver. That boy can go get it, boy. I said, he from Texas? I said, JR don't holler about Gibson all year. But I ain't said nothing about Farrakhan. Man, I
think he did mention Farrakhan.
Huh?
I think he did mention him.
I mentioned Farrakhan. He talked about Adrian Wilson. I can clip the video. He talked about Adrian Wilson. He said that's about Farrakhan.
I was talking about Gibson. I know I was talking about Gibson.
Farrakhan, to me, this man me. Boy, they don't watch it. He'll get one on wide receiver position, and he's gonna be that punt return. It's gonna be. I think Gibson's gonna have the kickoff return. I think Farrakhan gonna be. That's his special. This dude in high school, one game that I showed on my video, show.
What happened to Cam Michael? He said he ain't back there no more?
That didn't happen back there. That's just out one day. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He was at wide receiver. He was on the one with the wide receiver when I saw the video. They had Omarion Miller was out. He ran with 18. I think 18 is him. That's his number. He ran with Demar, Draylon, and Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Who ran with the one. Because what guy was out. Oh, yeah. So I like Gibson. So what y'all think about them Gibson? Go ahead, Greg. That's your guy.
I'm just gonna say this. I said it, I meant it, and it's coming out, and it's still early. But then from what I'm hearing they saying that him and Farrakhan gonna be a dynamic duo in the future, especially
I believe that.
In the future. And as freshmen, they showing some good potential. But they said that doggone Gibson is on a whole nother level. And I just said there's no way he ran through. I ain't saying no Texas and all that. But I'm saying these folks gave him National Player of the Year. They say he was undersized, but the film, we watched the film. I was trying to tell y'all his acceleration is way faster than everybody around him. And he looked like a little shrimp, even in the weight room, like a little shrimp. And that's the problem. People can't get past what he looked like. But when he get that ball in his hand, he kind of remind me how I think Travaris Dawson. You remember we had Dawson a couple years ago? He must have been so fast, and he kind of had his little bit. But I think he probably even more shiftier than Dawson because he got a little shift. He got a little change of gear in him. He kind of got like he kind of like a Wester with more speed. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So they already comparing him to what Wester did. We said we trying to replace the production of Jimmy Horn and Wester, like I said, and they're saying that's what not Draylon. He gonna replace that production right there. I think Draylon still gonna still be that Deebo Samuels. You know, he can move him around and probably get in the back. I would love to see him more in the backfield, come out the backfield, catching passes, Marshall Faulk style. You know, and I still want to see Harge. I still want to see Harge get his shot.
Oh, that's my bad too. I forgot about him.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's up to Schumer. You know, Shador gone. So no excuses, none. I want to see your weapons. You got too many weapons. Don't waste your weapons. Don't waste Harge. Don't waste Gibson. If Farrakhan get out there, so be it. Use them all. Use them. Use your weapons. It's a long season. That's all I gotta say.
I waiting on you, JR. You quiet on your boys in Texas?
I'm just trying to gather my thoughts because you talking about, man, JR ain't say nothing about Farrakhan. I'm like,
hey, you hear what they said in the chat? Get him, B.Y.
I'm pretty sure I gave a long rundown on Farrakhan. How he that guy.
I gave a long rundown.
And where he ended up. I vividly remember saying he started off at the Woodlands High School, and then he went to the Galena Park area, North Shore, because North Shore in the state of Texas, it's really in the country, is one of those top teams, but definitely in the state of Texas is a top team, and he wanted to be around better talent at North Shore. Come on, B. Watts. Look, what I will say, Farrakhan gonna be that guy. He may get some early ticks, some early playing time throughout the year, especially if injuries happen and things like that. I could see him being one of the first freshmen to kind of step up and have a role on the offense. But for Q6, man, like I love talking about my Texas guys, man. You hear that, B. Watts, man? You hear this segment? We talking about these Texas guys. Greg said it, man. Q6, for his frame to be that small, man, what he did in high school, over 40 touchdowns in his senior year. Over 40 touchdowns in the state of Texas, 6A football, highest classification.
Right.
The young man is a player. He knows how to find an end zone. And however CU decides to use him, I just hope they put him in a spot where he can learn a technique, perfect the technique, and get on the field and show out. That's what I want to see for Q6.
Right.
But, I mean, he got it. Put on some weight. Obviously, that's going to happen throughout the winter program and stuff like that. He's going to put on more weight. By the time we see him start of the season, he'll be, his frame will be a little bit more filled out, things like that. But I'm excited to see my guys from Texas, man, show up and show out.
Most definitely. I like him, man. I ain't gonna let him. I mean, he good. He good.
All I'm saying is try to put a linebacker on him if you want to, or safety. He gonna run right past him. He's what we wanted. Like I said, he got the quickness and hopefully he got the IQ of LeJohntay and the speed that we wanted Jimmy to have over top. Take the top off, and if you run him off, the tight end gonna be sitting right in the middle of the ink snacking all day because they're gonna be worried about that roof coming off. So either you're gonna let that roof come off, or you're gonna come down on that tight end and the roof is gonna get taken on off. If they play their cards right, it's gonna be a problem. And we said this before. That's it. Now I don't know. We don't talk about Schumer. We're not hating on Schumer. We're gonna see what it see because we want the formations to be right. We want the looks to be diverse. We want some creativity, but you can't say you ain't got no weapons. You ain't gonna say that.
I think they're gonna want the same play, man.
That'll be ugly. That'll be ugly.
I'm at being ugly, bro. all you have to do is let's see how they practice. I'm at being ugly. I think they run the same
dink and dunk like they say Shador was doing. Dink and dunk.
They gonna throw those little hitches, bro.
They can't.
Now, I'm gonna tell you now, if you get the hits to somebody like Gibson in space, hard in space. That's different.
Yeah, they gone.
Don't be throwing it to everybody like the Will Shepherd. Don't throw it on the underneath crowd. Throw it to Harge and Gibson, Cam Michael. Get them the hitches. Yeah. Don't do it like 20 times a game, every game. No.
Y'all must have seen the video that they was on.
Look, I saw him throw a running back screen, so I know something.
Yeah. You saw the screen. I said, well, but did you see the play before the screen?
They did that with Dylan though. That was back in Dylan days. Running back screens, that was back in Dylan days. If you put Harge in the backfield and run a running back screen, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
If you you just gotta use your pieces where you got them at. That's all I'm saying. Use it.
Yeah, you do. They got some weapons. They got plenty of them. It can't be the little young boy. Well, man, I feel sorry for boy. He don't get right, boy. I'm just being honest. He don't get right.
I'm gonna be all right, man.
Is that big body receiver
and be ready.
Boy light in the pants. Yep. So when you look at walking around looking at his chest in the mirror, because that's all he been doing, clearly lifting weight and so he ain't got to rush back to do the field stuff because he ready to debo some folks out there. He ready to push them around.
Yep.
But he already was breaking tackles as a freshman. But that's why that boy was dragging that boy from USC around. Yep. So all he got to do is be that big boy that he can jump over you. He was jumping over Travis. Just be that guy. Be that guy.
You got to practice, y'all. Coach Prime ain't playing you if you ain't practice. That's all I can tell you. You ain't hitting that field if you ain't practice. Farrakhan go out there and get that thing. Better hurry up. Farrakhan go. You better hurry up. Cause that young he's like Farrakhan. That boy is all that. He all that.
Like that boy Williams. They ain't showing him. They covering that up. Jump ball guys. Yep. That's what him and is. Jump ball guy. They may stretch the field with Farrakhan with him and Gibson and Cam Michael. But when you get between that 30 and back, you best to be ready for somebody to jump off over you. Yeah. That's what you need. Because that's what they struggle with in the red zone. They act like they couldn't punch it in with the running game or the pass game. They it, but once they got in the red zone, they got like they didn't know what they were doing. Throw that ball up to Big Williams. Them boys can jump. I ain't gonna make you be a track star. Don't be the track star. Be who you are. That was Denzel was trying to tell him.
Yeah, he did say that. So what y'all think about Coach Pecco? Y'all see his interview the way he was talking about the offensive line?
Not
the offensive line. I mean the defensive line.
I was about to say, man, he talking about the whole line, like man.
He talking good today too.
No, I haven't seen him, man. I got
y'all
didn't catch up on another video.
I seen it.
It's a dream come true for me. Once I didn't play a lot of ball. Little JUCO, had a cup of coffee in D1, but after that, I got into student equipment managing at Jackson State, and I worked my tail off. And Timmy Chang, he gave me a chance, and from there, I was his assistant. He gave me to Hal Mummy. Got in with Jay Norvell, who was now at Colorado State, back with Hal, and then with Coach Prime. So I mean, this is everything I've been working for. It's a true blessing to me and my family.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna talk to you tonight, Greg, because JR ain't done his homework. He don't need me talking to him because he don't know what's going on. It's just me and you, Greg. It's just me and you, Greg.
You get 10 points off. He gonna turn it over.
Hey, that's why he quiet. He ain't done nothing. I ain't done his homework. I ain't done that. I don't know. I ain't seen that today. You ain't seen nothing.
He said Coach Pecco didn't show the video Gunner White. So I'm all off now. But I can talk about Gunner White. Yeah, I can talk about that.
He can talk about that. But that offensive line, y'all seen that offensive line when they had him out there with the one? Big Zai, what his name? Chrysler? At that right guard?
Yeah.
I see Cash gonna be they had Cash starting off at center.
We said last year, the guards is going to be the make or break of this team. The tackle's going to be solid. I mean, even you keep the tackles from last year.
I forgot who they had at left guard. Who they had at left guard, Greg?
Last year or this year?
Nah, that while ago.
That big, what's his name? The one that was there doing the freshman that came in doing the when the bowl practice. Is this?
Oh, they had a freshman other day.
No, I'm just saying he was
Coach Dre. Who they had at left guard yesterday? The day before yesterday, Coach Dre. Man, who they had there? They had Jordan C. Man, who they had there?
You know what? I didn't know Smalls had another year, but they need to go ahead and turn him to a fullback.
Oh, okay. Coach Dre said Harden. Harden was there.
Okay.
He was there. They had Harden there.
They'll move him to guard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a right guard.
Green Harden. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, y'all.
Gooden gonna be a good guard when he get in there.
Good.
Yeah, I think Gooden gonna be a good left guard. He's gonna be competing with Harden.
I know Gunnar White said today, he said he want his offensive lineman to be big, fast, because we pulling. So I need a guard that can pull to the right, to the left. I need a tiger that can pull to the right, to the left. They got to be athletic if they want to hit the field. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. So it sounds like they're going to run some trap plays.
It sounds like some different formations and different looks.
Some motion plays.
You need it.
I know Marshall Faulk ain't coming in for no bubble gum.
Exactly.
He ain't coming for that bubble gum stuff.
I mean, the offense was definitely void of that last year. Only person I seen pull was Seaton.
Oh yeah, they y'all see who they had at right tiger too? That the new guy, they got it right there. Gunnar White said he the man of he the father of the group. They married, got 2 kids, and say he liked him a lot. He liked him a lot. And he said he tried to recruit when he was at Jackson State, the guy that Greg that got you talking about. Good. He said he tried to get him to come to Jackson State when he was down there. So that's gonna be interesting.
Hey, if he can play.
Gooden was aggressive. Man, he was out there flipping them over doing that December practice. Gooden is aggressive.
Yeah, he sure was.
He kind of wide. He's not as tall of a guard. He kind of wide and he aggressive and he young. And I think that combination with him and Seaton right there, they can they can be a little aggressive over there. They can get a little physical over there. So I think them line gonna need to rotate anyway. You know, they're not gonna have them guys play the whole game like that. So you're gonna have a good 1-2 at that guard.
Greg love them rotation.
Yeah, I mean,
they're gonna rotate that defensive line. They ain't even rotate that offensive line if they going out there doing what they supposed to do.
Because you gotta think about it. I think they should have did a better job with using that meat when we get into the red zone. That like they couldn't get no short yardage and goal line and crap. What happened to our jumbo sets? What happened to big yo-yo in? Yeah, man. What happened to put the meat in to push the ball in the end zone? Like they act like y'all can't sub and move people. Put the big quarterback in. We had them 6'7" quarterbacks. Put them in. Let them lay down. They ain't taking that from Shador. I seen them do it in the NFL with Josh Allen. They put a tight end at quarterback right after we had this conversation. Y'all like, yeah, why would they move Shador? I went right after that. It was like second week of the playoff, and Josh Allen came out and they put a big old tight end do quarterback sneak. Don't tell me that it can't be done. And Josh Allen, the man.
You right.
Weapons. Use your weapons.
You right, Greg. You did say it. You are 100% correct.
And I admit it. Put Smalls but back at hybrid at fullback. Put him in. So when you get in the red zone, put him back there. Let him lead block. Let him run into something. But don't let him run no routes and let him trip over himself. Don't do that.
Stop, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
He'll run into something, but don't let him run into himself.
Don't let him run no routes. Golly, Greg.
You trip up over his shadow. Don't do that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Coach Dre, appreciate that. I was missing Coach Dre. I was asking about yo-yo. I want to see my boy out there. This Coach Prime.
Oh yeah, out there on when you get the red zone and it's 3rd and 2, 3rd and goal. Put the
check this out, man. I was watching I'm out. I throwed all my notes away. I don't need no notes on this show. There's one thing I don't need no outline. Not long that one there at the bottom. That person at the bottom. Can't have no note for you here.
We done went through all the notes.
I tried to start it off with the note. Hold on. I want to talk about.
I didn't know you was gonna talk about Gibson Lane. You should show me your note.
Hey, JR.
The text message out.
Hey, JR. Hey, chat. On Thursday night. Then what I do on Thursday night. Woo!
No, cause you used to send your little text out.
I thought about who I had to send it to.
JR, did you get your text today?
Hey, JR.
He was trying to quit us. He was trying to do that overtime, or he would have sent his little agenda out in his little text. But he didn't do it.
Check this out, man.
Pre-production notes.
Hey, check this out.
Notes today.
Check this out, Phil. Check this out. I'll watch it well out, right? I was at lunch. I had company in my office. And all of a sudden I heard somebody say, Coach Swayze said, hey, keep going. You need to go down and hustle. Warren Sapp walked by and told the special team coach, why they ain't playing on music? Special team coach said, hey, Swayze don't want no music. Swayze don't want no music out here, man. Hey, Warren Sapp ran down there where Coach Prime was. What the DJ? What the music at? It went silent. On Wednesday with Warren told Neely said, man, Coach Swayze don't want no music out here.
Hey, we won't focus.
Coach Swayze ain't playing the radio with him, what?
I got something to admit to y'all. Swayze is really my uncle, y'all. I wanted to tell y'all that. It's really my uncle. So I had told him that. You remember I was telling y'all last year, and y'all didn't want to listen to me. So I told him, hey, we got to cut that music out. I think.
Hey, I give you credit on that one. I'll give you credit on that one. You call that one out.
I called that with a nice practice. I said,
you call that one out, yeah.
And get Shador a shrink. I said all that. Shador gonna get a shrink. And all my stuff coming through. Everything gonna come true. You start saying Shador gonna have select QB, his little fitness coach, and he's gonna have a shrink. He's gonna have a psychiatrist running around with him next, and he gonna be all NFL. Watch what I tell y'all, because I'm not called Greg Said It for nothing. I'm
gonna give you credit on that. I will give you credit on that about the music. You did say that. That's one thing I will say.
If y'all had to listen to me early enough, we would have.
Coach, Warren Sapp went down there. He went down there to Coach Prime. I don't know what Coach Prime said because they got his part out of it. That next day, man, I heard he went to his Warren. He said, man, Coach Swayze don't even want my music.
Y'all ain't did nothing to get no music.
Their attention span too short. Their attention span, they over there. They over there.
Hey,
what I say?
Hey,
you ain't listening to nothing.
My supervisor, right? She don't got into it too. She said every time they show Shador working out, he can't work out from him. This is what I'm saying. Love me. He always say. My supervisor said every time they put the camp, he supposed to be working. Ain't he finna get drafted? I said, yeah, man, he finna get drafted. But every 2 minutes he'll curl one time, then he'll drop. He said, every time you tell me.
He like a girl. He like a girl that can't work out without the mirror. He like a girl.
Man, I fell out when he told me that, man. He really think he sound good, bro.
Hey man, the music be vibing, man. The music be vibing. Come on.
JR. She an older white woman. She said he be trying to. The instructor be talking to him. Said, "Live." Say he do it 1, 2, and then he'll stop. Say, every time you.
Y'all something else, man.
You know what she said? She said, That's why they keep talking about it in the media. He ain't said it.
Oh man.
I said, no, he just playing with the media. He just playing with the camera, man. I said, he working out. He working out.
He working out, man, getting his money,
Oh,
man.
boy. That tickled me, man. She said, she an older white woman. She probably listened to us. She said, every time they Coach Ways would be down there and he be working out with the other guy, she'll do one, two. He find out that camera on him. Da-da-da-da.
Shador be shooting his music videos. He don't got to the point where everything he do, he shooting music.
He
videos.
Come on,
He
man.
do. He do.
Uber, everything he doing, he
He
performing.
doing this. He doing this.
Wow,
But
man.
hey, every time I said, you be watching Well Off too? He said, y'all got me watching him. Every time he come on, she's told me he was riding Mr. Watts in I guess a Uber had a driver finna get out and go to the airport where he just soon that camera, they open that door, he
Cut it out, man.
And we wonder why they couldn't stop jumping outside.
Swayze said, no more. Swayze said, no more.
Hey, you gotta change something. You wonder why all your players jumping outside, can't remember the plays, 12 minutes,
man.
5 times a game. Everybody distracted on the sideline, and then they ain't paying attention.
Hey, too hell, man.
Look,
But
I did notice one thing from that video the other day. They had that coach. I don't know his name. He kind of looked like you, Greg, but he was walking up the sideline. He said, "Y'all need to be locked in. Y'all need to be paying attention. What's happening out there on the field?" I said, "Well, that's the first time they showed somebody saying that." Like he literally walked by and said that as he was walking by the camera. So I was like, "Well, that's the first time they just showed that." All right now.
When was that? Last season or this season?
It was this season. It was on the I think it was on the video the other night. Well Off video the other night. But he literally walked by. It was a light-skinned black dude. He walked by telling it like one of them get back coaches or something like that. But he walked by, he said, "Hey, y'all need to be locked in. Y'all need to be paying attention to what's happening on the field." I said, "Okay."
Yeah, I meant to tell y'all. Yeah, that was me.
In the right direction.
That was me.
But look here though, Swayze ain't playing with him, boy. He ain't playing at all. But if we started 12 personnel, Greg, we started off. JR on it, he lost tonight. What wide receiver group you got out there? Your 3 wide receivers you want to see? Against Georgia Tech, kickoff time.
I want Cam out there, Michael. I want Gibson out there, and I want Big O starting out.
You want that slot though? Who's gonna run the slot?
Gibson.
Okay. All right. What about you, JR?
Give me Draylon, and Timmons.
You want Timmons?
Yeah, I want Timmons.
Okay. I gotta go with Greg, man. That's who I got. That's who I got down on the paper. I don't think O gonna be healthy, man. I just don't, man. I really don't.
Nah, they got a long way. We talking about August.
But Coach Ryan, man, you ain't practicing, bro.
He gotta get that treatment first. They gotta make sure.
I'm missing what I ain't seen Keaton Wade. I ain't seen Sam Okaloka. They got Arnold Walker and what's called on the defensive end.
Yeah, they probably getting some injuries, but for them, like the way they do, typically the way they do treatment is usually like earlier. So they'll get there, they have to get their treatment. They probably got to be there 6:30, something like that, just to get treatment while other guys in there getting their feet wrapped and elbows and wrists wrapped and stuff like that. They probably in there getting treatment. And then they'll probably do some stuff off to the side to gradually get them back conditioned to the point where the medical doctor can clear them. But I mean, they getting work in, but it's just they real cautious with the field work because you get on the field and you get set back doing certain cuts and things like that, and your ligaments not as strong as they would like, and you get set back. So they just being real precautious because you want them at the start of the season.
All access sports media said they all hurt. Them guys hurt. I didn't know that.
It's just spring. Let me not just say it's just spring because spring is important. But you want him at the beginning of the season. So you want him to get healthy. And this is the time to get healthy.
I got you. I didn't know. I just didn't see him. I know that. Appreciate y'all in chat for letting us know. But yeah, man. I like, hey, Gibson do look good. I gotta give you credit, man. And he ain't that little like y'all say he was. Oh, he was, but like, gained some weight.
Yeah, he didn't probably gain about 10 pounds since he been there.
Yeah, he still, yeah.
But he got a ways to go. I say by August, he'll probably, maybe gain another. What you think, Greg? By August, what you think?
It ain't the weight that he's just not the tallest, so he gonna look small. He's short, and that's what make people really. I mean, there's a lot of skinny receivers, but he's short, and that's what make people underestimate him. So he looked like that little shrimp, like the JV player out here, little high school boy, and he run past your behind, and then you realize it ain't sweet. And that's what's happening out there on that field. You got the freshmen come out there, little shrimp, they've been sizing them up, and we got to hit on their field. And he run around you like the road runner. And that's what's going to happen. I mean, I don't know if he can put on much more weight and be as quick as he is. I just think he's just going to be small.
Right.
Small, like, Antonio Brown small.
Yeah.
He put on a little muscle, but he wasn't going to get no taller, and he wasn't going to get
LeJohntay, he's small.
Yeah. LeJohntay small. Hell, Jimmy was small. Jimmy looked like an action figure,
LeJohntay a little taller than this dude. But you think about Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is the perfect example of small. He just got to put on. Even when you look at the cheetah, he just put on more muscle. Yeah. But them some short dudes.
Right.
That's what
he's going to have to do.
You have to be short. He's not going to have the build of the cheetah, but he can probably be more like Antonio Brown.
Yeah, something around there.
Right. And another thing, that safety position, that they have your boy out there.
You talking
about
Ben?
Huh?
Who they have out there?
They had Ben Fitness out there.
Yeah, you know what I didn't like? I
didn't like have one of them start him out there. He wasn't out there.
Who was that Ben? Was that Tafiq? Who was that Ben was going in and well off and he was burning them every time? But they was doing like the 101 with was that Tafiq and Ben?
Yep.
And he would catch the ball over Ben. I said, "Oh Lord!"
But he started with one.
He couldn't. Man, that ain't gonna last long, man. Shout out to Ben though. That ain't gonna last long.
You know who he is? He the new what's my boy from last year?
They call him New Charlo.
No, he the new what's his boy running back?
Running back.
Mustache. Wow, I'm Charlie. He the new Charlie. You know, last year they put Charlie out there as a morale bill. You work hard, you get out there. You're a starter time move you. He could do that because Shiloh ain't there, Cam ain't there, so he can play that morale game with Ben. Because Ben, he say Ben do everything right. He's a captain. So this is Ben time, because Ben time ain't gonna be doing the season. Because Ben be getting burnt.
Exactly.
But this is Ben time to start right now. Okay, he say I ain't give you a shot. He giving Ben his shot now when it don't count.
Oh, they just playing around in practice. They thought Ben.
No, he said give him a shot when it don't count. You can't lose it.
Oh, okay. He gonna throw it. So if they go treat it, he gonna start the first two games then.
No,
he gonna start.
Ain't no way. No way.
I love it.
No
start, bro. Start.
Ben couldn't beat out Trevor Woods. Ben couldn't beat out Trevor Woods when Trevor Woods was there. Why would he start the season?
Hey, he's not even. He can't even cover as well as Trevor Woods. Because that's why Trevor Woods played and he didn't. Yep. So
Mr. Wise Williams said, "What about who is JoJo Johnson? Who is that?"
He's my JoJo Williams, man.
JoJo Williams.
Okay, JoJo Williams. He was out there today. He number 8. I mean, the other day I saw him. They showed him caught one pass. I don't think Wellock gonna show us that much this year.
I said that. Well, he started doing that last year. Last year he started really kind of holding out in the summertime. I said, so it's gonna be like that bucket. And then he got that little choppy edit, jump. I'm saying the same.
Yeah. Said, they high on RJ too at that safety. The defensive coordinator.
Nah. You know we got so much hit.
Who they had out there, JR?
He ain't getting back there, man.
He did. Chat, will y'all tell him RJ was out there starting with the one along with Ben Finneson?
I thought you said Harge. I was like, nah, he ain't gonna be on defense this year.
I said RJ.
You know what I want to see this year? He gonna be gone.
Who?
That defensive line. I want to see what Big Swain gonna do. I want to see what Big Swain gonna do. Cause we got all these new guys in.
Why y'all keep telling everybody gonna be gone? These boys ain't going nowhere.
I said what he gonna do this year, or he be gone.
Ain't nobody gonna leave.
Swain get out there, and I want to see Wiggins get out there.
Ain't but 2 people gonna leave.
Man, you wishing the wrong one gonna leave.
Yeah, I ain't wishing. I seen it. They
started running back. The starting running back.
Who started? He didn't start with the one.
Who?
Isaiah. He started with the one.
Don't even say it, because he's just trying to run out of town. That's all he's trying to do.
That guy is another Ben.
Chat. Who they had the running back number 1? Who ran with the Romans?
Ben ran with the ones too. What that mean?
It was number 7. I would say what?
Your running back is Ben at running back. He is just in there right now.
No, he was number 7 back there. Hey,
I know. Like Ben is in there right now. It don't matter.
Ben gonna start at that safety. I know we needed a safety.
Man, please, man.
Why?
You can't be starting that safety.
Did you see how he played on special teams?
Bayer is gonna be at safety, and then you're gonna have RJ Stoudemire. You know what they did, playing around right now.
So they playing around though. Okay, they playing around.
Third, second practice.
Look, Coach Livingston can't come out and say for Carter Stoudemire for a guy to be.
Tell him again, Coach Dre. Tell him again, Coach Dre.
Corner and then safety. Come on now. Coach
Appreciate it, Sabrina. That number 7 starting. Marshall Faulk type. Gonna block. He gonna block and everything. Marshall Faulk told in the huddle. He said, boy, you fumbling the ball in warm-up. I
know two things to be true.
Who the fastest running back? You think Marshall Faulk gonna get rid of the fastest running back?
Who said get rid of him?
Who the fastest and biggest running back?
Don't get that about that.
Shoot, that's 2 things. You ain't gonna get rid of both in one person.
You ain't doing it.
Who had the most touchdowns last year running back? You trying to call Marshall Faulk dumb?
He had number 7 out there.
The biggest? Because he been.
Okay, all right. He gonna hit that transfer for the April. He got 13 more days.
If you check the transfer portal, he gonna be in the SEC.
Yep, he gonna go back to the SEC, hit the transfer.
And he gonna play in the SEC.
I don't care who started running back. K-Saw's my running back, so I ain't even worried about it.
Here we go.
You don't need 2-3 running backs in this system. Marshall Faulk already told you we not asking you to carry the load. You just play your part. He already letting you know he finna use 2-3 running backs. He already letting you know that. Matter of fact, don't be surprised if we don't have a lot more 2 running back sets. And it actually worked well last season when they silly behind. When we put them 2 running backs back down, we moved down the field.
I like it.
Then they stopped.
I like Draylon back there. I'd rather see Draylon back.
I always want to pair Draylon with one of them, Harge with one of them. Man, that's a nightmare. Because one of them can come out the backfield and get a pass, and the other one can run the ball, or vice versa.
The handful of times we ran it, it worked, and the pistol too. But
could you imagine? Could you imagine if they put Draylon and Harge in the backfield at the same time, and you still had Gibson out there, and you still had O and a tight end?
That'd be dynamic, man. But
that's basically like having 4 receivers out there.
Yeah.
But
there'll be a matchup problem for anybody. There'll be a matchup problem with anybody.
Both of them do swing passes at the same time. And then this all your boy. This is what you love. This what your boy do. Say hut.
Yeah.
Take off. Hey, running backs. Hey, linebackers gonna do this. Linebackers gonna do this.
Yep.
Touchdown straight up the middle.
Straight up the middle.
And
I can see it right now.
We gotta watch the quarterback, and then you watch the quarterback.
Go ahead, email it in.
It's gonna be a matchup problem for some teams out there now. I'm telling y'all
If
now.
they do the right thing.
I think this team here more quicker and faster than they were last year. I'm not saying, but I'm saying as a whole, not as individual. No, Jim. We know Jim is fast. We know
Yeah.
what you call fast too. But I'm talking about as a whole unit. It don't matter who you put out. It look like all the wide receivers gonna have speed.
North Dakota playbook. You knew the quarterback was about to run it.
Yeah.
He ran all over doggone Trevor Woods.
Yeah, I know.
Spread them out.
He knew the formation. He took a
Keep going.
Hey, they had a couple more minutes in the game. We would have been in overtime like Baylor.
Couple more minutes, they probably would have lost.
Yeah, that was kind of predictable.
The quarterback running right over Stoudemire. Who was out there? Who was that they running over?
Kansas State like that too.
He was running all over them. That's what they need to do.
Kansas State offense like that too.
Yep. Knew it was coming.
Yeah.
But that quarterback from North Dakota, you see they went on to win that national championship.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they did. That sure did.
They run it. We knew the plays.
It was coming.
You had the whole time to prepare for them. Everybody knew. And them line must have been blocking. But it was them linebackers. They couldn't. If your linebackers ain't elite and you got a running quarterback, it's a wrong. Why you think Kansas gave everybody a fit at the end of the year? But that quarterback got hurt. He went down. He came back. They won 4. They beat all the number 1 teams in a row.
Yep.
And that's why Kansas State got. That's why they got as well as they did. Because that little boy, every time the game was on the line, Kansas State running back took off running. Every time they about to lose. You look at all them teams, not Kansas State, Iowa State. If you look at all these teams that they playing, if they linebackers is not really on point, which is most of them, unless they just really like that they can't do nothing with these running quarterbacks. NFL can't even do nothing with these running quarterbacks.
Yeah,
you got to be able to move, man.
Getting his off. The Washington Commanders was going for 4th and 5.
Yeah, like they was like in high school.
They already knew they was going to run the ball.
You knew he was going to run the ball. He still get a 5-yard.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
That's just part of it, man. But let BY say that K-Salt gonna have that 1,000. I say I ain't gonna have it first, but that's just me.
Yeah, they gonna look good in practice, but when that game hit, K-Salt, well, that ball gonna be. I tell y'all. I mean, I shouldn't have to hate to tell y'all. We all in this together. We all in this together. I just want to win the championship. That's all. I don't care who do it. I just want everybody to see.
It was open with Shador. I used to say run Shador, run. It was always open. He could have ran more too. Because when everything spread like the Red Sea, when they worry about your receivers, if you're an athletic quarterback, it's you and that linebacker. Man, he can't get with you.
Right.
Your linebacker better be super athletic. It's you. He on the island. It's one-on-one. You got this whole field, and you gotta be able to cover A, B, C, D.
He didn't want to take some hits, man.
Right angles. You gotta read. You and that quarterback. It's you and him. And so it's gonna be open. He dropped back. We got 3-4 receivers, and they running the right routes, and they ain't running the same routes and crap like they were doing last year. Everybody running outs and running into each other and that kind of dumb crap. I don't know what that was about. They actually run a real route where you run out, I run out and up, whatever. If you running the routes that actually require somebody that one man can't cover 2-3 people, if you do that. I saw it. I don't know about
I saw it too. Coach Prime came to the press and told you. Y'all mad at why was Shador holding the ball? Y'all didn't see what I saw. You got 2 wide receivers right there.
In Nebraska. You remember when they played Nebraska and Draymond ran that out? They ran that little out, and that boy jumped that route in Nebraska when Shador threw that first interception.
Yeah,
they both ran it out.
They both ran out.
They both ran out, and the out was all the way over there. Should have throw the ball a mile. I'm like, why nobody ain't run no drag? Why nobody ain't coming back to him?
Yeah.
Why is both of the routes there? Man, one man can cover both and jump both routes if you want to.
Yep. They just didn't know the play, but no wide receiver didn't know the play, man.
Threw it to the far hash.
Why are they running outs away from the quarterback? You on this hash. He gonna throw the ball all the way across the field. Ain't nobody coming to the middle. And we got no tight end. And you wonder why Because he don't want to throw no interception. He know that's going to be a pick. And then he do it and he get picked. Pick six.
Yeah. I think, like I said, that's time. This ain't gonna be the full team right now. I think that spring quarter, they're gonna jump in there and get some more people.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna jump in there and get some more linemen, offensive linemen for sure. Whether they depth linemen or they looking for a specific piece, but they definitely gonna get more linemen.
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, we got 2 linemen that's hurt, so you want them to be ready by the time winter camp start. But we probably need to get at least, I would say, maybe 3. No, I would say maybe 2 to 3 more linemen, something like that. Offensive linemen.
You gotta be worried about how many you lead. That's gonna determine how many you gotta get.
Yeah, for sure.
And see, people, the problem is everybody think they the man, and everybody, I got 1 year left and all that crap, and they'll hit that portal, and then you like that running back room last year. You see what Savion's saying now. Savion all tweeting and well, taking up for sure. I wish I didn't leave. Savion would have been the guy. Because Savion was a better running back than what we seen. Like, we wouldn't have got Hayden. Savion was a good running back. He can hit you. He was quick. You can't see him. Savion had better eyes than what we seen Hayden do last year, even though he came from Ohio State.
I give him that, yeah. He probably had better vision. He ain't had a speed, but the vision was
But Hayden not that fast.
Yeah, he not.
And Savion got more speed than you think.
He wasn't gonna pull away from nobody.
He ain't been pull away from nobody.
Yeah,
he did at Jackson State. He just got bigger. Savion put on more weight when he got to Colorado in the mix.
That down in the HBC, he pulled away. He ain't been pull away.
Hey man, so you saying they can't run at HBCU?
He ain't pull away up here. I ain't seen him pull away from nobody up here.
Savion rushed for like 1,500 yards, and he didn't even play the first 3 games.
Where he did that at?
At Jackson State.
He did.
He would have had the most yards in the SWAC.
It wasn't no 13, 14. He had 1,000. No.
Savion had over 1,000. Savion was only a couple hundred yards away. That boy down at Texas, Prairie View or whatever. That big running back. He could play anywhere. It was Alcorn. Alcorn had that big man looking running back. He ran, he had the top. He had like 1,500 yards. Savion was on his butt. Savion didn't get to play the first couple games. Savion, go back and look at Savion was tough at the school he left, Delaware State, and
he was
Jackson
tough
State.
He was tough at Delaware. He was tough at Jackson State too. But you said 1,300, 1,400 yards.
Yeah, he did.
He had over 1,000, but it wasn't no 1,300. Somebody
he was close to 13. He was close to 13 because the boy who beat him out had about 15. I remember he only had about a couple hundred yards more than Savion, and I remember because Savion didn't even play the whole season.
All right. Somebody in the chat put that. What Savion had at Jackson State? Somebody put it in the chat.
He had over 12.
Well, you said 13.
You said 13 or 14.
I said about 13. Yeah, it was between 12 and 13.
Oh, well, y'all had
in like 8 games.
Now, when he got in there, he produced. But
you can't do that without
he would have just pulled away from Big 12.
You can't do that without speed. He got speed.
He had enough speed for that level of football, for sure.
Savion played well when he was there. They just didn't ran the ball off. Savion played well when his first season.
At Colorado?
He had more yards than everybody else. He had more yards per average than everybody. Savion did. And you see Hank went and did well at Oregon State.
Yeah,
Savion had better yards than Hank.
Hank had a good year.
So you can't say Savion come play at this level because Savion had more yards than Hank.
Whoa,
we
didn't say he couldn't play at the level. We just said
he didn't have speed and stuff at his level. He did it at Jackson State. Savion played well at Colorado. When he got the ball, he was doing well. They just weren't running the ball the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean that's true. They just didn't run it.
Hank went up there and got over
They ain't gonna run it in 3 years. They gonna run it 30 years.
There you go.
So Marshall Falk gets gonna sit back and chew bubble gum. Marshall Falk gets gonna chew bubble gum.
Can't stop Joe. Oh, was the running back last year for CU? He would have gotten 5 touches per game. 5. He said he would have got 5 touches a game. If
There you go. 11:52.
Savion.
I think it's more than that.
Oh,
Yep.
come on, somebody looked it up.
I don't know. He looked it up. He might have guessed it.
Oh man,
He about to be
everybody
like
gonna go out their way to put that number.
11:52. That sounds like it.
Hey, what y'all move good to be a linebacker? I seen in that video. What name moved that? Reginald Hughes? Boy, you moving pretty good out there, boy.
Yeah.
I said, okay. When what y'all dumped that little screen pass off, boy, he was right over there with that running back. I said, okay.
Yeah.
You know, he looked like Bentley. He swole
Number
up.
50.
He more athletic than Bentley.
He ran right over there. I said, okay.
He got that speed.
Boy, he was back over there.
The thing they was looking for was speed in that linebacker room because they needed it. We were void of speed last year. They'll thump you, they'll hit you, come down here, but we didn't have no speed. Sideline to sideline, we didn't have.
Yeah, lateral. They said Bentley a big toe messed up.
Yeah, I heard that.
The turf toe.
Cause that's how Kansas.
Oh, that what he had? A turf toe?
Yeah, the whole season.
Oh, he still got that. Then he had that.
That's like a baby.
That's something else, boy.
So
I had that.
I had it too. I just didn't know what it was called.
I didn't know what to call you until I went to the what's guy, my special. So you got turf toe.
It sit right up under your toe.
Yeah, up under your toe.
I had that forever.
I had it for a year and a half.
You know what that is? Bad cleats.
Yeah,
they told me I wear too many tight shoes.
Issues with turf toe.
Tight shoes.
Them having to get that surgery.
Them cleats, your feet ain't sitting right in them cleats.
Oh, he still probably hurt from that.
Yeah, because it reactivates. If you don't go and get like treatment on it, like it's really like you probably go to chiropractor. Like it's just like feel like it's dislocated when they do that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, be real, put it in there. 11:52 on 227 carries, 13 games. Great.
I thought you said he didn't run for 8 games.
Well, they add the championship in there, and then they added the bowl game in there.
What y'all think about a 4-3 defense?
And he was at all games, but he didn't play. He didn't start.
What y'all think about a 4-3?
I mean, I would like to see it on occasion as far as
That didn't look that good playing on zone last year, man. They're giving up too many yards.
Yeah, but it was still a lot to learn and develop. Like you said, Coach Livingston came in. He did not have an established playbook. So now he has to internally evaluate the players, looking at the tape, seeing what they can do best. And you had a lot of athletes. Like you just had athletes. You got Travis, you got Cam, you got Hood, you got Hodge, you got DJ McKinney. Like those are some phenomenal athletes. So the easiest thing to teach them is man.
Right.
Line up.
I give you that.
And go with it. But now,
all right, Jack, y'all talk to me. What 2 players?
You got people dragging you to death, though.
Yeah, Jack.
Dragging you to death. They don't figure you out.
Y'all hold up for a minute. Jack, what 2 players on the defensive side y'all excited to see during the spring and how they gonna perform? 2 players on the defensive side. Go ahead, Greg. I didn't mean to cut y'all.
I feel like I got a turf toe right now. Y'all talking about it. I feel it right here on my toe. It's like every time I go to move and run and stuff, I feel like that turf toe don't take much to activate. I'm telling you.
That could be gout.
I didn't know what it was.
Hey, I thought I had gout, but they told me it was turf toe.
I didn't know what it was until I heard them explain. Your toe, it sit right on the outside of your toe. And it just it's like tendonitis on the side of your toe.
Yeah.
You know, like that tendonitis in your knee when you're young, right in that center of that knee.
DJ McKinnon and Arden Walker, TM. Looking for this year. This is money year. They had what's going on. They had them young boys running with the 2.
McPherson and Hughes.
McPherson and the other guy from IMG.
Merritt.
Yep.
West End Barnes. Okay. I don't
Had
know. I
Barnes with
don't
the
know.
Warren.
I don't know.
Barnes and
Wesley
Big
gonna
Otis.
see no action on the defensive side. We'll see though.
Barnes and Big Otis. Yeah, but
Coaching.
Hughes and Coaching Hill. Y'all, if have you ever just wrote down your starting lineup and you see how much we lacking at depth in the defensive end? I mean defensive back.
Yeah, it's a lot of young guys back.
Well, I mean, that's if you want to say that the boys we got last year ain't up. He's like Boozy, and what was that boy name? Lopez, and was he there? Lopez, all them young boys that was such a big deal. They were freshmen last year. Is they not developing?
I don't know, Greg.
They had some big size run. They were big boys. Big. They all were like 6'2". All them big cornerbacks we got that came in that were freshmen last year. We didn't talk about them because Travis played.
I believe Boozy gonna get some. I believe he gonna get some burn this year.
Boozy, you got Boozy, RJ Johnson. You got.
Is RJ Johnson playing both safety and corner?
No, they had him starting with the twos on safety.
So who's the one that the other safety that I always get them confused? Because we had
That's
one
Top
from
Byers.
and one from Arizona. RJ Johnson.
You talking about Byers?
No, it's another one. They had like an RJ. It was another one.
Savion.
Remember, we got one
got
came from Miami,
Riley.
one came from Arkansas. RJ Justin one from Arkansas that went to Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one that came from
Savion Riley.
Riley.
Yeah.
Riley safety, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what he looking like?
I didn't see him out there, good.
I don't know.
But that look like that where the Porter gonna be at
I
then.
don't
They
know.
like the Porter gonna be the safety room.
Still got 3-6 Mafia out there.
Yeah, that's a depth piece. But they got some guys back there. You know, it just remains to be seen if we're gonna see them, if they're gonna get there. But
it's still early.
You got Stoudemire, you got RJ Johnson, you got Ben Boozy, you got Vickers, you got
Vickers, that's one.
Savion Riley, you got
Branch. We forgot about Branch. Everybody was excited about Branch, but he young.
You got
he ain't got no weight on him.
He better eat. He better eat.
Yeah. And he got free food now.
Guy with the dark-skinned guy with the long hair. I don't know his name, but he's from Florida. Oh man.
Yeah, it was another one down there with Boozy.
I think Coach Dre know his name.
I ain't talking about the safety. I'm talking about the cornerback, the depth.
But y'all call
right now
RJ Johnson out. That ain't no safety.
Yeah, it's RJ Johnson and Ben Boozy. Those probably the next two.
RJ Johnson is on the what's called, man. He's safety.
So what I say, is he corner or safety?
I said safety. They had him at safety.
Look, I know people gonna laugh, especially in the chat. I know y'all gonna laugh.
Well, you got to put Cam Mike on.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, yeah, co-prize that. Hey.
What I'll say is that the little brother, the little Mathis brother, he's small, but every time you see him on tape, he always in the right space. He always in the right position. Now,
you talking about Murphy? You talking about Murphy? Then Coach Dre said
Murphy. But
you got to put Cam Michael on the gray jersey.
Probably.
That's what they were telling me in the presser.
They're gonna have to. If you that shallow.
But yeah, little Mathis, little Cole Mathis.
Okay. Hold on.
He always be in the right spot.
Hold on. Okay. You got DJ, Colton, Preston. Who after them?
Well, if you include Preston, you got to include Hard.
Preston in the slide. You know he the nickel.
Well, then Hard's gonna be in the nickel.
Okay. All right. Give me two more. Gonna go on the outside.
Ben Boozy and RJ Johnson.
RJ Johnson playing safety. I'm telling you, man, safety.
Nah, man, he gonna be a cornerback, man.
All right, they say Murphy. Is Murphy in the good?
I'm telling you what the defensive coordinator said in press.
What happened to Lopez? Is Lopez?
I got to sit here and listen to you.
Nah, Lopez gone. He gone. He ain't make it through the year last year. He gone.
Gone.
They sent him home.
All right, chat. Like I say, JR off tonight. Y'all help me out. Me and Greg out.
Be real, agree with
who?
RJ Johnson.
Who are the defensive backs that run with the twos? behind Colton Hood and DJ McKinney. Y'all help us out. Because I couldn't get the numbers on the jerseys. I saw them. I just didn't see the numbers on the jersey.
I know for sure one of them Ben Boozy.
He 38, right?
39.
He 39?
Yeah. And they still got Ivan Yates too, but he just a depth piece. But Ivan Yates, I don't think he in it too deep. But Ivan
Yates was gone last year.
Nah, he's still there.
I don't think he there, JR.
I think he left.
Yates, he's still there.
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, he's still
the one
there.
that came from what's called Furman or where we came from?
Yeah.
Citadel.
Okay, they said 3-6 Mafia and Boozy. Oh yeah, they gotta hit that transfer for us. Yeah, you cannot roll out there with that, man. Greg, no, man. Greg, you know, man.
I already told you they're gonna have to hit for safety and corner. But what you trying to say about Boozy? Boozy has been developing. You tell me he can't get out there?
Bro, they trying to win. What they trying to? Okay, what you trying to do? Win the Big 12? Go get me paid to a bowl game.
So you saying he is never gonna be a guy that can get out there?
I don't think he's ready for this year.
So how many years he need? How many years he need?
Might be his senior year.
God, he gonna be able to hit the portal by then.
You asked me a question, bro.
Hey,
so you gonna put him in the portal? That's basically what you said.
He said, I say Ben Boozy. He said, "Oh no, we're gonna have to hit that portal." You cold-blooded, man.
I'm thinking like Coach Prime thinking, bro.
I'm thinking Coach Prime let him sit on the bench last year, red shirt, let him develop with Coach Mathis, so he can trust him for later. You want him to wait? You want him to wait till his senior year?
I'd rather put that little young Mathis out there before I put him out there.
Mathis get ran over by that dog.
Hey, that bad boy jump a route though.
He'll jump a route.
He'll jump a route in a minute.
That pass defense,
but he's gonna have to make a business decision. You imagine what's that running back from Kansas? Business decision.
Oh yeah, Cole Mathis getting out.
You think Cole Mathis gonna stick his head in there like Travis did and cause the fumble on the goal line?
You think the rest of them gonna do it?
He'll do it, but he'll be out of there.
He gonna knock him to the goal.
He'll be out of there. He'll put his head in there.
Hold on. My bad. Hey, my bad. I'm man enough to make a mistake. Who is 30? Who is number 39?
That's Boozy.
That's Ben Boozy.
Oh, he good.
That's what I said.
Oh, he good. Oh, he good. My bad. I said I ain't. Listen, when I make a mistake, I ain't like y'all. I'm not like y'all. I'm not like y'all. I made a apology. I just talked about the film I saw. I'm just thinking that.
If you were like me, you would have saw Gibson coming. You would have saw this music getting cut off. You would have saw them night games.
You know what? Since I'm glad I'm not like you, I didn't want to see no night game. I didn't want to see no 5 touchdowns and no 500 yards from Shadua every game. Only thing I want to see. Stop, say that. No. But Greg,
hey, man, that was just say now.
Hey, Greg, check this out, Greg. Greg, check this out, Greg. So what Charlie role gonna be this year?
He gonna be like the team mascot. He gonna be like.
All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. You tired? He tired, man. He tired, man. He tired, bro. He tired, man.
Might be the mayor.
Look here. First cornerback, DJ Hood, Vickers, and Denzel. Yeah, that's Denzel. That's who I saw. Murphy. I told you, Cole. I told you. Cole on the third team.
Cole, hey, like I said, every time I see Cole on tape, he be in the right spot, man. He just got.
I don't know why Greg don't like Cole.
I ain't saying nothing about Cole. I said
he got that intercepting the ball every time. JR, every time they throw it to him, what he do?
Hey, you remember that movie? You remember that movie Naked Gun? When they got fell off the building, the band marched over him, and they smushed him in the ground. He was like,
okay, I'm gonna make a deal with y'all. I'm finna end the show. When you make your lineup, y'all can put 10 players, whoever you want. There's 11 players on the team. But that last one you put on now, just take that shot. Stop. Oh,
Here we
Hey, you was not saying this 5 months ago.
Greg,
You
hey,
was not saying
check
this
the
5
all
months
into the house. Greg, in the morning, when your wife cook, when you sit down at the table this weekend, Greg, do me a favor. Do your part. Hey, we from Georgia. Stand up. Baby, I want my grits. I don't want no pepper. This will be what? Shake. Right. Hey,
Greg,
hey, Greg.
Your thing
Hey,
is
Greg.
3 months ago, Greg.
Hey, Greg. Hey,
You
Greg.
weren't saying this
Hey,
3
Greg.
months ago.
Hey, JR. JR, this is what I want you to do, JR. Say, Lord, y'all hold your wife hand, your children's hand. Say, Lord, thank you so much. Thank you for this food we're about to see, for the nerves on my body. In Jesus' name we pray. Lord, I thank you for this food that we got. In your son Jesus' name we pray. Oh, yeah, Lord. God bless, be watched. Run my blood pressure up and stop.
You weren't saying this
Put
3
me in a
months ago,
coma.
Greg.
Hey,
Him and
all I'm
Uncle
gonna say
Steve was
is
both
he wasn't
talking
saying
about
this 5
ponder.
months ago.
Hey, hey,
He wasn't saying this 3 months ago.
hey, JR, when they asked you, said, Dad, what you trying to do? I want to put me in a coma.
You
Stop.
weren't saying this 3 months ago, y'all. You weren't
Hey,
saying this 3
Greg.
months
So you want
ago.
to put our quarterback at risk. You want him to run the ball the whole game. You
Hey.
said he's your running back. You want our quarterback to be the running back.
No, oh, no, he told you. I come here to throw the ball. I seen how she do it. For throwing that ball, I come here to throw that ball.
He said that.
But you said you our running back.
And he
You
also
said we
said,
no running back.
and he gonna key what he said. I saw they didn't have nobody.
Now, when he
You
said that,
You
I
said
was like,
you
that boy-
said we don't need no running back because we got Salter. That's what you said.
You just said you want Draylon back there. You want who got Hodge back there. You want the wide receiver to spread the seat. And I done showed you the video. He done did that.
I ain't seeing that.
Hold on. I'll be glad to show you. I would
yeah.
love to show you that.
Hey,
Hold
go
on.
ahead and end the show, man.
Hold
Don't
on,
get him
Greg.
started on K-So,
You hold
man.
on. You hold on. I'm gonna show you where you do that. Talking about he saw that. Many times I done showed him that.
I ain't seen that.
Hey, but serious though, man. Y'all don't think they're gonna play Charlie though? They got to.
Be wise.
He gonna play special team?
No.
He gonna play special team on kickoff team.
Charlie gonna be the guy when they punting the ball.
I'm like y'all would say, he ain't shown he can do that at this level. He ain't shown he got the speed to do that at this level.
Say what?
He ain't shown he can do that at the Big 12, the speed.
Okay. Hey, you ain't lying. You didn't lie though.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all give your last word, bro.
Hey, nah, man, I appreciate chopping up with y'all, man. It was fun tonight, man. It was fun. And Greg, you predicted a lot of things, man. Let me go ahead and give you your stuff right now.
Man, don't tell that man. Please don't tell Greg that, man.
I appreciate
he
that.
said it, man.
I ain't saying that.
He said it. But nah, hey, salute to you, BY. Salute to you, Greg. Everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight, man. Appreciate it. Shout out Coach Dre and Uncle Steve in that chat, man.
Yeah. Hey, when I started this journey back a couple years ago, it's like a voice came to me and said, Greg said it. It kind of rhymed, but I wanted to be somebody that not only said what I meant, but be able to let y'all know when stuff coming down the pipe, right? So, I don't want the best for Colorado. I don't know what B Watts be talking about, but when I get on here, I be hoping that his homeboy, Coach Hart, Coach Prime Neely, all them folks on Twitter who be watching, I just hope they get the message. And I see it be getting back. So hopefully I get better tickets this year when I go out there. Maybe whatever game I go. I don't want to be in the nosebleed by the press box. Give me some B-Watch quality tickets. All right? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Greg said it. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I ain't going to tell y'all Ben and Charlie or Hayden going to be starting. I'm going to tell y'all the real truth. And when the season comes, you can trust. I'm a trusted source. I'm not going to give y'all no fairy tale, no hope, and no dreams. All right, I'm going to tell you exactly how this thing going to go. Greg said it. Like, share, subscribe.
Appreciate y'all, fellas. Y'all have a good night, man.
I just think if you're not trying to improve, then you're getting worse. Even if I came in here and we were coming off being, top 10, top 5, I'm still looking at where can we improve. That's the idea, and that's the mindset that we have to have, and that's what we want to instill in the football players that we bring in here and that we coach. I don't care how good you are. It's how much better can we make you? Where can you get better? And if that's all you do is focus on the things that you do well, then you're not improving. I got to take your weakness and turn it into a strength, and that's the idea of what we want to do. And I believe I'm here, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. As you guys look at, and I can't change what you thought about the run game last year, but we're going to be better. I can guarantee you, we are going to be better.
I think it's just a belief in knowing that anything you want to do in life, you can do if you put your heart to it. And this man kept his word, came to Jackson State, changed the temperature, then he came to Colorado, did the same thing. He creates winners. He creates the passion to win. And without any further ado, what you've seen in games has been amazing, but you got to be at practice. And he goes and plays wide receiver, and the cornerback has great coverage, and you got to go talk him off the cliff. And tell him, dog, you good, bro. That was a perfect technique. That's just Travis. Then he gets on defense and does the same thing at DB to a wide receiver, and they thinking about getting ready to go into the portal. Like, no, brother, you good. That's just Travis. So without any further ado, Travis Hunter, a winner of the Paul Hunter Award.
Honestly, just to grow and get stronger and learn the offense. I mean, of course, everybody thinks it's a quarterback battle and stuff like that, but I mean, we got such great quarterbacks in the room and just great personalities. Like, I just love being around the guys every day and just happy to be here.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too. But eventually, good things grow out of that mud. All fame ain't all it's made up to be. Power and privilege and fame and wealth, hopefully you'll see, but it's not all, it's all made up to be. So yeah, you can pray that it rains on you, but you got to deal with the mud. You be looking up and look down and realize you're 7 feet deep in mud. It's thick. People don't like it. People don't like seeing you do well. We are in the world, but don't be of it. Don't rely on it for your happiness. Rely on the Almighty. Do not rely on this world for your happiness, because it'll tell you Tuesday that they love you and Wednesday that they hate you. They probably said that about your team. It's not consistent.
Let's clap it up for him.
Yeah, they previously had Shedeur Sanders, and he's going to be one of the top quarterbacks come off the board next year. Then, of course, they got nobody. They really had nobody after him. They brought in Juju, and coach wanted to see me come in and compete with Juju, and it's all working out right now. Just coming in, helping Juju out, and also helping each other out. I feel like it'll be the best. It was the best fit for me, and having the staff that they have here. Everybody's been to where I'm trying to get to. Pat Sherman, he's one of the best offense coordinators, quarterback coaches in the country. So the amount of passing yards that Shedeur put up last year and his completion rate and all of his achievements are something that I loved and most definitely led me to commit in here.
Good ball. Good. Go. Don't look back. Go.
I thought that was fine, though, right? Don't just stay on.
Go home. I knew that was gonna get you.
Now, for real, here's what I want you to understand. And this goes for everybody, including the running back room. All right? How you do one thing is how you do everything. Think about that. How you do one thing is how you do everything. If you slack off in school, then at some point in time, the guy to your left, the guy to your right, the guy in front of you, the guy behind you, they can't count on you because you're going to sing to you. Thank you.
I just want to tell everybody, you know, we get a lot of flack about me being in the portal and all right now. We've got 3 freshmen on offense that's contributing. We got Jordan Seaton, Michael Welch, and Draylon Miller. So don't let anybody out there tell you we're not recruiting high school players. We're recruiting elite high school players to come here because we're looking for guys that can play immediately. We're not looking for guys to come here in red shirt and sit on the bench and play. We're looking for guys to come here and play now.
Understand? Remember, here's the biggest thing about greatness. Greatness ain't about, man, I got it here, now let me go on. That's what people mess up. You know what greatness is? Money.
You think you're doing wrong, and then you keep trying to be better, and then you're just great. Or you just do something great, and that's it.
I'm saying, but how I continue to do something good to become great at it. Like,
not mess up.
The consistency part. Like, once you master this form or this deal, I just need you to keep repeating that same deal.
So you don't mess up?
Yeah, so be a master at the fundamentals. If you become a master at that technique, you won. It's very, very important. Like, you have to be a master of fundamentals. Like, everybody think it's this extra. No, it's being great at the basics. Be real, real good at your basics. It's like one point. Now I want you to master it to where it's second nature. So now I'm out there breaking, I'm driving. Everything becomes natural.
Go plus. Hey, watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your boy Bernard Watts, live right here in Boulder, Colorado. Getting ready to watch Coach Prime in a Colorado Buffaloes. Yeah, let's go Buffs.